Match number 1 of the playoffs, and the Blue Alliance makes a quick charge over to the Blue Reef. Unfortunately, no coral sticks to that blue side. However, on the Red Alliance, they seem to have made a bunch of coral go up and stick and have almost fully filled that L4, all those L4 slots as we come out of the autonomous period. 51-23 at the moment. Elevator up for Cloverbots, and they make it a good shot over on the blue side of the field. 1540, the Flaming Chickens puts up a piece of algae up onto the blue barge. Blue Alliance is slowly catching up with the deficit that they had out of auto. We'll see if it's enough, though, during the course of the match. Elevator on Swarm seems to be stuck up in its high position. We'll see if their alliance partners can make up for that. 25-21 Cert places a piece of coral on the 3rd level of the reef, and their alliance partners go to try to fill that one of those last few remaining pieces of the 4th level coral. Over on the blue side of the field, 955 Control C loses control of a piece of coral, and it tumbles to the floor. Their alliance partners, the Flaming Chickens, pulling off a piece of algae. Jesuit elevator up, and it does stick up onto that 4th level coral. 955 Control C missing another piece of coral. They're going to have to figure out that alignment issue before they continue to score. 1 minute left in this match. 3674, the Cloverbots place an L3 with their robot. 957 has regained control of that elevator, and they've placed another piece of coral up on the 4th level before returning and pulling a piece of algae off of that reef. Blue side of the field, and they are making progress, but another piece of coral falls from 955's bot and tumbles to the ground. 40 seconds left. Elevator up and good for 1540, the Flaming Chickens, and they return back to the human player station. Have a little bump on a piece of algae, but their elevator is up now, and they fill second to last piece of the 4th level of the coral. They pull a piece of algae off of the reef and return back to the human player station. 955 now has placed a piece of coral, and it did go up successfully. Red Alliance seems to be lining up for the climb, seeing if they can walk away with the win early. Swarm pulling back on that cage, and both Swarm and Cloverbots are up off the ground at the moment. Seems like there was some defense right at the end of the match, but it is not quite enough. And preliminary scores are in with 126-114 in favor of Alliance number 1. We will have your final scores to you in a moment, though. Let's take a look at the final scores for match number 1 of the semifinals. Your winners, the Red Alliance. They take home a score of 152-114 when all the climbs have been added up. And we can now actually see the teams, which is fantastic. 117 points of coral scored by that Red Alliance, the 93 of the Blue Alliance. A lot of the difference coming down to the barge, though. 20